You think you know what's in your mail. You think packages arrive on your porch because someone scanned a barcode and tossed it in a van. But what if I told you there's a whole other layer beneath the surface? One you were never supposed to notice? I worked in the sorting division of a major postal hub for 22 years. The kind of place where trucks don't just bring Amazon orders. They bring sealed crates, coated pallets, and sometimes things that never get logged at all. It started small, a red sticker here, a yellow stripe there. You get used to color codes for hazardous materials, fragile contents, that sort of thing. But then I noticed the ones without explanation. They weren't standard. They weren't on the training sheet, and no one ever talked about them. A bright orange triangle on an unmarked box, a lavender X on the side of a plain envelope, a blue dot that changed color under certain lights. The first time I asked a supervisor, he didn't say a word, just gave me a look I'll never forget, like I'd seen something I wasn't ready to understand. Over time, I learned there were rules, unspoken but followed to the letter. If a box had a black square with a silver border, you don't scan it, you don't reroute it. You carry it by hand to dock C-19, the dock we weren't supposed to talk about. Once I saw a new guy drop one of those boxes. No visible damage, just a dented corner. Two men in suits showed up within 20 minutes, not from our company, no badges, no names. They took the guy with them. He never came back. Management said he quit. His locker was emptied before the end of the shift. There were other symbols too. A red slash meant time critical, but not in the usual sense. I once saw one loaded onto a truck by armed guards. The truck had no company markings, no plates. A green spiral meant the box had to be stored upside down. No one explained why, but once someone stacked one wrong. The next morning, the break room microwave was shattered. A guy swore he heard whispering coming from it before it sparked. A violet square meant the package couldn't be kept within 6 feet of live electronics. An amber circle stamped with the letter ZIDM. Those always arrived by air, but no airline took credit for them. And then there were the packages with no labels, but the barcode beeped a tone we'd never heard before. Higher, sharper, everyone would freeze when it happened. Rex 1000B, Rec 1000B. We called those the clean ones. 1000B, 1000B. No one wanted to touch them. 1000B, 1000B. I remember one box like that arrived, and before I could even lift it, my watch stopped, just dead. Another guy's phone restarted. Random alarms went off. X1000B, 1000B. The label said it was going to a university archive, but the return address was blank. X1000B, 1000B. A week later, a man from Federal Logistics came through. Not postal, not military, something else. He didn't ask questions, just said he needed access to Section D. We didn't have a Section D until we did. 1000B, Shouks 1000B. I started keeping notes, quietly, writing down colors, shapes, reactions, placement, dates, X1000B, 1000B. That's when I got the envelope, a 1000B, ambiance. No postage, no writing, just a single symbol. A blue eye with a vertical line through it. Gemalan B, Demausen B. Inside, my list. Demausen B, Demausen B. The one I kept hidden in my locker. Demausen B, Demausen B. Someone had rewritten it, crossed out some codes, circled others, added 3 new ones I'd never seen. A white circle inside a black diamond, do not observe. A triangle made of arrows, self-routing cargo. And a plain brown sticker with a number, always different, but always prime, 1B Kassurden. The next day, the cameras in our loading zone had been turned, facing inward. The Fasten B, Sassen B. One of the older guys, Curtis, pulled me aside, said he'd seen my list, just Fasten B, told me he used to keep one too. Sassen B, some B. They don't want you tracking patterns, he said. Those patterns are the message. 1000 B. I asked what that meant. 1000 B, 1000 B. He just said, some of these boxes aren't meant to be delivered. They're meant to be moved over and over, forever. 1000 bar, 1000. I thought he was joking, 1000 B. until I scanned a package with a gold barcode one night just to see where it was going. Shouldn't be nor 1000B. The system crashed. X1000B, X1000B. Hard. X1000B, just 1000B. Whole grid reset. X1000B, just X1000B. IT blamed it on a power flicker. But when we rebooted, the tracking history for that box was gone. Not blank, gone. X1000B, our chopper 1000B, not just from our system, from the national logs. Even the barcode number couldn't be re-registered. X1000B, X1000B, that's when I knew this wasn't just some bureaucratic nonsense. Gasimbino Naiwanch, SNBM. These codes meant something. There's 1000B or 2000B to someone. 1000B, 1000B, and we, the people moving them, were never meant to know what? One of the scariest things I ever saw, a small, heavy